Hi, this is Dr. Mack at Pacific East Aquaculture. I wanted to show you an updated video of our coral farming facility. We've mentioned before in previous videos how we're the first and only coral aquaculture facility that's inspected and licensed by the state of Maryland. We're out in our greenhouse today. It's the beginning of April, so we still have the shade cloth off of the greenhouse at this time. During the summer, when it gets a little warm in here, we'll put the shade cloth on. It probably took us a good 4 or 5 years really to kind of figure out how to grow corals in a greenhouse, believe it or not. It seems like it would be a pretty straightforward thing, but actually it's a little bit difficult to figure out the unevenness of lighting, the change from season to season. So it took us a while to do that. It's not as simple as just kind of buying some tanks, throwing them together, and calling yourself a coral farm. In this tank here, this one is 12 feet long and 18 inches deep. Other tanks are only 8 inches deep. This one we keep a lot of the parent colonies of the SPS corals, and that's what I wanted to talk about a little bit today. One of the things you'll notice here with some of these pictures of our colonies is they're not exactly the prettiest. And why is that? It's because we're cutting them up all the time, and I mean pretty as far as the shape. Color-wise, some of them are very nice, especially colorful out here in the greenhouse, although you can't always appreciate that until they're under artificial lighting. But we've got quite a few colonies out here. We frag them every couple of weeks as they grow. This is strawberry shortcake from Australia. You can see that one was just recently fragged. We've got lots of bird's nests, stylophora, which are the bright pink. We grow about 4 or 5 different colored bird's nests, 3 or 4 different colored stylophoras, and many dozens of different acroporas, monoporas, passilloporas. There's a nice bright green passillopora. So we have quite a few different SPS corals. We have encrusting monoporas, branching monoporas, and plating monoporas as well. It gives you a little bit of an overview of some of the colonies. I'll come out here on a weekend. I was out here a couple of days ago on Sunday and made a couple hundred frags from all these colonies, and I'll let them regrow for a few weeks and get some more frags from them as they grow out. Most of these colonies have been with us for 5+ years, some of them probably 7 or 8 years in our greenhouse. So these are some of the parent colonies that we'll take frags from. You'll see these on our Build Your Own Frag Pack page, on our under $15 page, and our WYSIWYG frag page. Here we've got some of our bird's nests and stylophora frags, and we've gotten to the point now where we actually frag from the frags on all of these. We really don't touch the parent colonies very much. There's our pumpkin pie Samacora, some interesting encrusting parietes, and then a lot more of our miscellaneous colonies of different acroporas and monoporas that we're constantly fragging from. Out here in this tank we also have our sort of refugium, if you want to call it that. We've got a bunch of different macroalgae. We do sell some of that, like the Chaeto and the dragon's tongue. This tank we've got a bunch of our zoanthids and pallies that we grow. But let me focus a little bit more on our SPS frags. In this tank we probably have about 1,500 or so SPS frags that we're growing out. These are some of them that I just fragged up this weekend, as I had mentioned previously. And you can see there's quite a variety in there. We've got stylophoras, bird's nests, lots of different acros, monoporas. They tend to be very colorful because obviously I'm cutting off the tips of the branches, and then they'll sit out here for a few weeks maybe longer, maybe less, depending on what we need to put up on our website. And these are starting to encrust. Let's see if I can get a close-up of a few of them here for you. There's a nice purple plating monopora. I'll show you the colony that comes from. Some more bird's nests. Here's the colony of that particular coral. Very interesting, kind of a funnel-shaped monopora. There's a rainbow monopora, and we've got quite a few frags of that one as well. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of what we're doing out here in our greenhouse. Like I said, we've got a lot of frags growing. There's probably 1,500 here on this rack, and several hundred over there in that tank. And then we've got all our parent colonies here in this tank. So check us out at PacificEastAquaculture.com. We've got our new Build Your Own Frag Pack page, our under $15 frag page, and our WYSIWYG frags. And 100% of the 15 and under frags are grown out here in the greenhouse, and most of the others on our other pages are grown out here as well. PacificEastAquaculture.com.